One Rectigino, please. What do you mean you don't have a Rectigino? Ah!
Hello and welcome to the Voyage. Today I'm going to be talking about the fleet Starships. I'm going to show you some of them, though I can't show you all of them because my fleet hasn't unlocked them yet. And also go over why a lot of the fleet Starships require that you go to the C-store and buy fleet modules. And a lot of people don't know that if you, let's say you have the Galaxy Class Retrofit. The Galaxy Class Retrofit, the C-store, which is a C-store version, you can buy through the fleet, a fleet version of it. And what happens is, it actually has better stats than the C-store version. When this was released on Tribble, a lot of people objected to the fact that you can buy a C-store ship that is better than the C-store ship, but it just doesn't contain the module, the console actually I should say. The retrofit has saucer separation, so like it can't separate its saucer and that's it. So if you go to the forums, at least in the Tribble section, you'll see a whole bunch of people objecting to they can get it for free, they can get it for free. A compromise was made so that people had to go to the C-store and buy it. If you do not own the Galaxy Class Retrofit, you have to buy 4 fleet modules, which is $20. And then you must also possess 20,000 fleet credits, which is not that complicated to get, unless you have a fleet like mine that can fill up a Starbase job fairly quickly. Alright, I'm actually on Earth Space Dock, talking to the ship selections officer, or ship requisitions officer I should say. So, let's see that, shall we? We got ships like the Fleet Patrol Escort. Oh, and by the way, the Fleet Escorts, and they also upgraded a lot of the older ships. Like you'll see, Fleet Heavy Cruiser is now a Vice Admiral, and is upgraded. And in the back of this, you'll see regular starships that cost 200,000 fleet credits that are not fleet starships. Fleet Deep Space Science Vessel, a Fleet Heavy Cruiser. Let's see if it's in here already. As you can see, the Escort Retrofit, 200,000, which I want to say is a Lieutenant Commander ship. It's either that or a Commander ship, I can't remember. Ah, here it is. Tactical Escort Retrofit. Since I already have this vessel, it only cost me $5 plus 20,000 fleet credits. As you can see with this tune, I only have 3,400, but I'll show you how much my main has and my developing alt has. Another cool thing is the fleet escort ships have a unique variant. As you can see, this is Defiant, which is similar to what I have. I do make some changes. And then Unique, which is actually kind of interesting. Which, the Unique is mostly just a skin on it. Alright, I hope that answers some questions as to why you now have to spend $20 on it. A lot of people assume that this is Cryptic trying to make an extra buck off of people. And this is really cryptic, trying to appease people that buy in the C-store, I guess. Alright. Since I have already shot the video, I will drop you guys off in a fleet Starbase defense. Sorry, not a fleet Starbase red alert. Alright, have a nice day. Alright, this is the Federation Fleet Alert, which is the red alert. What we have to do is defend the Starbase. Yeah, I don't care who's one of Tholian web
All
users.
non-essential personnel should report to the shuttle base.
If you want to read this, you can just pause the video. Like I said in the last video, one thing I like is they actually give you times so that everybody can read that briefing. So in 10 seconds, we shall see who we're fighting. Our enemy is random every time. I have fought the Klingons, the Feklari, the Romulans, and the Orions so far. This is the Orions.
Starbase, and we'll do what we can to shake those ships on your 6. Target shield has failed.
It's pretty much, we have like 5 or 6 waves with 8 different groups. Yes, we have a time limit on how long it takes to beat each wave. I'm sorry, the total amount of groups. All 8 groups, we have about 10 minutes to beat them all. And then we have another time for the siege group, which is the boss group. After I defeat wave 1, I will stop the video and then restart it when we have to fight the siege group. And you see wave 2, it'll give you some time. It's mostly just to heal up. Ooh, I gotta do that. And then a much bigger group, which is usually 2 groups in one, and it just slowly expands. Much like the no-win scenario does, only this time you can win it. Alright, this is the siege group that I was telling you guys about. And I will actually fight alongside them. And as you see, it's got about a 3-minute delay. Time limit.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
They're usually not that bad.
Target shields have failed. Four shields failing.
I'll explain that one in a minute. This one ship, it usually has some kind of a name to it instead of telling you what kind it is. It's usually a really powerful ship. I'm usually not this distracted.
Begin the evacuation. We're trying to get as many people clear of the fighting as we can.
The reason why I cloaked for that split second is for the buff, which I don't think I was cloaked long enough to actually receive.
Target shields have failed.
Ah, cool. Now I had no fleet marks when I started this. I haven't been keeping track of how many I got. I got 17. That's right on average for this particular level.
Get our affairs into engineering now.
None of them's really any good for me to clear out my inventory. Alright, see you in a few minutes. Alright, and as I promised before, I will show you J10's loadout. Now just to let you guys know, I've just converted over to phasers, but I will show you, because I have all my old equipment in the bank, I will show you my old equipment as well. Alright, for my 4, I have a dual phaser beam bank Mark 10, and a phaser dual cannon Mark 11. Yes, I do not have dual heavy cannons. That's for another video. I'm sorry, my phaser dual cannon Mark 11 with accuracy and critical damage ×2. Phaser dual cannons Mark 10 with critical hit, which has a plus 2% critical chance. And then phaser dual cannon Mark 11 with critical damage. For the rear, I have a basic phaser turret Mark 10 and a phaser turret Mark 10 with the damage attribute. And then a rapid reload transbasic torpedo launcher. For my devices, I have a subspace field modulator and Scorpion fighters. Scorpion fighters used to be good before Season 5 came out, which was back in December. Not so much anymore. When the enemy is destroyed, they tend to hang around to get destroyed by the warp core breach. My engineering consoles. I have an EPS flow regulator, Mark 11, rare, and a neutrinum alloy Mark 9. He is a little bit dated in his consoles, really. And my cloaking device. For my science, I have a shield emitter amplifier, Mark 11, and my stealth module, Mark 11. People that are wondering, the stealth module actually helps with your cloaking device. In PvP, it helps with the science vessels that can detect cloaks. I do rarely PvP anymore, but for my tactical, I have a directed energy distribution manifold, which only helps with my dual beam bank. That is Mark 8. I do intend to upgrade that at least to Mark 10, if not Mark 11, within the next couple days. Free fire chamber, Mark 10. That deals with my cannon damage. And then my warhead yield chamber, which actually deals with my transphasic torpedo. I might change this out for something that enhances phaser weapons. That's a rare Mark 10. Also in my tactical slot, I have the assimilated module, the Borg assimilated module. I have the Omega Force Mark 11 Tachyon Deflector Array and the Omega Force Mark 12 Shield Array, and the assimilated sub-transwarp engines, only because I haven't had any of the Omega Force or Mako techs drop for the impulse engines. Now what did I have before? I ran with heavy cannons, which I might convert my phasers over to. I had 2 standard Mark 12 Tetrion dual heavy cannons, and one of the Mark 11 Borg set for the Tetrion dual heavy cannons, Mark 11. Just to let anybody know, unless you're fighting the Borg, this is nothing more than a rare weapon. The only reason it's classified as very rare is because it has 3 attributes. And then, in the 4 I also had a dual Tetrion beam bank, Mark 12 with damage attribute. And then in the rear, I also ran the rapid reload transphasic torpedo launcher. But I also have Tetrion. I also ran 2 Mark 11 Tetrion turrets. One of them with accuracy, and one of them with damage attribute. Alright, I hope that was it. The next video I shall cover the Klingon side with Tolish, my Gorin. Have a nice day.